What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Grey Talks Chelsea. Liverpool 4, Chelsea 1. Well, at least Wembley next month will be a nice day out, won't it? If this is anything to go by, we're getting absolutely smoked at Wembley as well. That was embarrassing from the first minute to the last. Having to watch that soul destroying. The first half was dreadful. Couldn't get out of our own box or out of our own half for the majority. The one time we did, stonewall penalty. Without a doubt, but the referee might as well have been wearing a red shirt along with Raheem Sterling. Talk about him in a minute. Stonewall penalty. Don't get it. Of course we don't. It's first 10 minutes in front of the cop. You're not getting it. It's not going to happen, is it? Stonewall though. It had to have been a penalty. And then Ben Chilwell out of position. They break. Badiashile and Silva just, what are they doing? The Chuckle brothers in the centre back just don't know what they're doing. Can't come to me, to you. It falls to Jota. He breaks through somehow, some way, and he just slots it in the back of the net. It's 1-0 Liverpool. Pretty much game over. We're not looking like we're going to score. We're not even looking like we're going to have a shot at this point. It's just dreadful. And then yet again down the left-hand side, again Raheem Sterling falls asleep. Our left-hand side today was absolutely shocking. What's his name? Connor Bradley. 20 years old. Brilliant. Fantastic player. So don't talk to me about youth not being good enough. This guy was fantastic. Amazing. And they had some other young players they brought on as well today that looked really good. Yeah, good finish. Petrovic didn't stand a chance, but let's talk about Petrovic, man. If it weren't for him today, this could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. He pulled off some blinding saves. And if it weren't for Darwin Núñez probably being the most unluckiest striker in the world right now, hitting the bar, hitting the upward post, hitting the woodwork 4 times. Remember, he missed a penalty as well. Yeah, Liverpool got themselves a penalty. Of course they did. Of course they did. This referee today was absolutely shocking. First half, I don't know who was worse. Sterling, Madueke, Enzo, Badiashile, the ref. Everyone was shocking. Apart from Petrovic. The only one who started the game that can hold their head high coming off that pitch today was Petrovic. Some great saves from him. Wasn't his fault for any of the goals. Nothing he could have done. It was just shit defending. Yet again. Falling asleep. Not doing their jobs. Just dreadful today. Every single defender was shocking. Apart from Malo Gusto, who came on the pitch in the second half. Because he made some changes and they needed to be made. And it says something when you take off the captain and at the moment vice-captain Conor Gallagher. Ben Chilwell, the captain, gets hooked off the pitch at half-time along with his partner in crime, Conor Gallagher, who was absolutely shocking today. Probably his worst performance in a Chelsea shirt. He was dreadful. He couldn't do anything right. Anything. The one thing he did do, he didn't get it, the penalty. Apart from that, he was dreadful today. It just the game was too much for him. It wasn't. He's just not at that level, is he? He's just not that good enough. He's really not. And it's showing. He was not good enough. Cole Palmer played out of position today. Yet again, ineffective for the entirety of the game. Second half, he brings on Pochettino, or Pochettino should we say, brings on Malo Gusto, Nkunku. Who's the third one he brings on? Oh, he brings on someone else, didn't he? Mudryk, that was it. Like we can forget. We might as well forget because he was fucking useless yet again. Squandered a gilt-edged chance. Should have scored. Should have been putting it away. Blazes it over the bar. Useless. That guy is useless. He can run, but that's about it. His touch is dreadful. He was awful the whole game. What's the point in bringing him on? That the jury's out, man. We know. We know the answer now. Mudryk is not good enough. Waste of fucking money. Midfield today was shocking. Enzo and Caicedo, dreadful. Ineffective. Weren't helped with Conor Gallagher in front of him in the first half. They got a little bit better in the second half, in my opinion. Well, Enzo did, in my opinion. Put himself about a bit, but he can't do it all by himself. He needs help in there. They really do. They really need some sort of someone to give him some instruction and get it right in there, because it's not working. Whatever they're being told, whatever formation however they're setting up, it's just not right. It's not working, and it needs to change. And that's Pochettino's job. He needs to change something in there and do it as soon as possible, really. Especially when we're away from home, because every time we just get absolutely dominated in the midfield. At home we seem to be okay, but when we go away from home, every time we get absolutely run over in the midfield. We're just non-existent. So something needs to change there, and it needs to change fast. Defensively, Badiashile, absolutely shocking the whole game. The whole game. Fucking dreadful. The guy is a liability. Why he can't play? Why are you putting him at left back? That was my only problem. Yeah, bring off Ben Chilwell, but you're putting Badiashile at left back. At least put Malo Gusto out there and leave Disasi where he was. He was having a stinker as well. He weren't much better. For me, they're not good enough, either of them. They're not. Thiago Silva, he's older and a legend, but he's seen better days, and today was one of his worst days as well. He wasn't good today. He got run ragged by Darwin Núñez the entire game. Couldn't find him. They were switching him, Jota, we have Diaz. They just couldn't handle him. They were running riot, running rings around him. They were chasing shadows. It was just, it was embarrassing. And they go 3-0 up. And game over, really, isn't it, by then? I think it was Diaz who scored. No, it was Szoboszlai, wasn't it, with the header. That was it. Yeah, just too easy. It was far too easy. Then we get one little highlight, one little bit of like a glimmer of light, a glimmer of hope. Carney Chukwuemeka comes on the pitch, and he looked really bright. He looked really good, and he looked like he wanted to do something, and he did. Got the ball into Nkunku in the box, and Nkunku looked to find Sterling. Sterling was just standing there, probably chatting to one of his Liverpool mates, and couldn't be asked really to find some space. So Nkunku was like, "Fuck you, then. I'll find some space," and found some space and managed to take a shot and scored. So that's the bonus we get today. Then Nkunku gets on the score sheet. Carney Chukwuemeka looked pretty decent when he came on the pitch. Start him in my opinion now. Malo Gusto was okay as well when he came on. I thought he was decent as well. Probably our best defender. So yeah, those three definitely need to start the next game and play as much as possible, because the others are fucking dreadful. Cole Palmer as well needs to be playing in his right position out on the right. He looked a lot better out there. We saw Cassidy come on. And for what he did, can't do much wrong really. Couldn't do much worse. Didn't do much really. So it is what it is. Liverpool score again. And they score a fourth. Yeah, it was just too easy. Just too easy for them. And it's pretty much game over. It was Diaz with the fourth, wasn't it? Yeah. Badia Shield just, yet again, just shit defending. Just embarrassing, really, watching this game. Liverpool were far superior. We should have had another penalty. I think it was at 3-1. Definite Stonewall penalty. But it doesn't take away from the fact Liverpool were far better than us. It would have been 3-2. Liverpool still would have scored another goal. Even when if we would have had the penalty at the beginning, it wouldn't have mattered. Liverpool would have come back and scored 2 or 3. So I'm not saying that the penalties would have changed anything and the game would have been any different, because Liverpool were far superior in every aspect of the game. They were. That's the fact. The fact is they were better. They were the better team. They outthought us. They outfought us. They won the game. Fair as they did. We've got to take it, really. This is not Chelsea at the moment. Not the one we've been used to in the last 10, 20 years. Even when we weren't that good. Even before Abramovich. At least we had some fight. At least we put in a shift. Those players fought for the badge. At the moment, some of these players aren't doing that. They're just not good enough. And Pochettino's not doing himself any favours. I don't believe he's not the right man for the job. Playing players out of position. No striker on the pitch yet again. And we're not even looking like we're going to bring one in. The window's shutting tomorrow. No one's coming in. So this season is pretty much done and dusted. Like I said, at least Wembley will be a nice day out in West London. Thanks for watching. Up the Chelsea. See you next time.